All right, we will reconvene into open session. Starting off with one of my favorite things to do, the Pledge of Allegiance. We have our student pledge leaders, though. Oh, actually, hang on. Whoa! I jumped the gun. Let's see. So dealing with items back in a closed session.
Call to order and pledge. Page 2.
Yeah, where are we at? 3.0, right?
Yep, 3.0.
Because then we'll report out later, yeah.
Return to open session.
So yeah, call to order, Pledge of Allegiance, yeah, you're right. Led by Magnolia Elementary students. Tina Schatzwell, you already got them. Perfect, let's go. All right, here we go.
I am ready. Okay, so what I will do is I'll call each of you up separately. And then I'll read a little bit about what your teacher wrote about you. And then once all 4 of you are up here, then we'll let you lead us in the pledge. Okay? So my first student is Connor Correa. Correa. Come on up. Come on up. I'm not that scary. All right. I'm standing right here. I'm going to read something nice that your teacher and mother, right, wrote about you. Okay. So, Connor is a 3rd grader at Magnolia. Connor is a 3rd grader in Miss Correa's class at Magnolia Elementary. He's a caring student who is self-driven. He goes above and beyond with everything he does. When Connor learns something new, he creates drawings, Google slideshows, Lego models, and writes essays just for fun. You're a busy guy. He has a brilliant imagination and mind. Connor puts his heart into all that he does and strives for perfection. He is active in Magnolia's Kindness Crew and a student in the WAIT program. He has really enjoyed learning about the human body systems and was excited to dissect pig and sheep organs with Mrs. Combs. They start early. I didn't do that till college. A lot different now. Connor has a deep love for sports, especially football. He's a big fan of the San Francisco 49ers and the Oregon Ducks. Outside of school, Connor's active in the Acorn Academy at Oakdale Golf and Country Club and year-round and currently striving to hit from 100 yards. That's pretty far. In addition, Connor loves to play baseball. And are you excited that it's starting up soon? All right. He plays the position of catcher and center field catcher being his favorite. He exemplifies respect, responsibility, and safety in daily efforts. Well, stay up here with me. Thank you for being here. Who did you bring with you tonight?
My dad, my mom, and my brother.
You don't sound very excited. Well, we're glad you're all here, so stay right here with me, okay? All right, so my next student is Rory Lee. Come on up. All right. So Rory is a 2nd grader at Magnolia. So Rory is a 2nd grade student in Miss Hodges' class. She's 7 years old and enjoys doing many things. She has 2 dogs. Frankie is the girl and Cole is the boy. This was her first year as a cheerleader for the Oakdale Stampede, and she really enjoyed it. Super fun? All right. She also enjoys gymnastics and doing routines on the bars. Her favorite sport is soccer, and her dad was the coach for 2 years, coaching the Orange Lions and the Navy Tigers. Someday she hopes to try indoor soccer during the winter season. Rory's favorite thing to do with her family is their yearly camping trip together at Pismo Beach. While she is there, she likes to collect sand dollars and bring them home. Her favorite food is her dad's fried chicken with delicious seasoning. Did you help Dad cook that chicken? No? Oh my goodness. Her favorite color is teal because it reminds her of the sea and mermaids. If she had 3 wishes, her first wish is to have her best friend Colby as her sister. Her second wish is to compete in the Olympics as a gymnast. We will watch for you. Her third wish is to be a contortionist and learn how to fold in half. We really want When Rory grows up, she would like to be a dog trainer and train superhero dogs that look for people who need to be rescued. Rory's love and positive attitude will help her accomplish many great things in life. Who did you bring with you? The chicken cooker? All right. Okay, so stay up here with me. I'll have you scoot over here by Connor. My next student is Rhea Bird. Come on up. How are you? Good. All right. So Rhea Bird is a 6-year-old in Miss DiDio's first grade class at Magnolia Elementary. She attends school every day with a happy face and a positive attitude. She exhibits a yearning for learning and is an excellent role model for all students. What's your favorite subject? All of them? Are you pretty good at all of them?
Yeah.
All right. She's very proud of her family, which includes Dad, Jason, Mom, Julie, and her brother Noah. And most importantly, which I noticed this, her dog. We won't tell your family. Holly, your dog Holly. She is active in gymnastics and is planning on playing soccer in the future. She says social studies, see, social studies is your favorite. I should have read further. Your favorite subject because it's a lot of fun. Is that right? Is it Rhea? Am I saying that right? Okay. Rhea would like to become a veterinarian because she loves animals. What's your favorite animal? Cats. All right. She considers herself a beautiful person and problem solver. Rhea has many positive character traits and is always looking to help others. She's the first to volunteer to assist someone in need and provide a caring attitude. Rhea is a wonderful person to be around. So who did you bring with you tonight?
My mom, my brother, my dad.
All right, well, thank you for being here. Okay, we have one more student. Matthew Keys, come on up. How are you, Matthew? Good. Are you excited to be here? Well, we're excited to have all of you. Scoot over here where they can see you, okay? All right, so Matthew Keys is a kindergarten student in Mrs. Anderson's class at Magnolia Elementary. He's very respectful, kind, and a helpful student. You like helping in class? That's good. Matthew loves school, computers, and playing with his friends. He comes to school every day with a positive attitude and ready to learn. What's your favorite thing to do at school? Play. Oh, I bet. That is pretty fun. He is a great role model in class because he consistently follows classroom rules, actively participates in lessons, and always tries his best. He wants to be a professional skateboarder when he grows up. That sounds pretty fun. You skateboard now? Not yet? Later? All right. He is active in extracurricular activities and plays basketball, soccer, baseball, and football. Well, which one's your favorite? Football. Did you watch the Super Bowl? Yeah. Matthew's commitment and love of learning will help him achieve his goals in the years to come. Well, thank you for being here. So what we're going to do is all of you we're going to have everybody stand up. You're going to lead us in the pledge, and then I will give each of you a certificate, okay, when we're done. Is that okay? You want to what? Oh, you get to sing it? Oh. Okay, so you guys ready? Say it out. Say it out. Ready, say it. 1, 2, 3.
Praise the Lord.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you so much. You guys did a great job. So Connor, that's for you. Lori, that is yours. Rhea, that's yours. Good job, guys. And Matthew, that's yours. Thank you guys so much. You did a great job.
For the parents, you guys don't have to stick around if you don't want to. Yep.
Thank you. They're so cute. I've missed that for like 3 years now.
All right, we'll just keep moving along. Report on actions taken in closed session in regards to, hang on, did I grab the right one? Oh, here we go. 2.2.1, in a fact-finding hearing conducted by the governing board, the board finds that there is cause to expel and approve the expulsion of student case number 242509 for violation of Ed Code sections 48900A1, 48900A2, 48900R, 48915A1, 48915B1, 48915B2 for the fall semester of 2024 and the spring semester of 2025. For items 2.2.2 and item 2.2.3, to report out on, the board had 2 expulsion cases and will reconvene in closed session after open session to consider the facts of those cases, as well as closed session items 2.3, 2.4, and 2.5. The board will reconvene open session to report out action taken in closed session. So everything we didn't get done earlier, we'll leave and then come back in and report out. For item 5.0, approval of order of agenda items for this meeting, I need a motion.
So moved.
A second.
I'll second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
An announcement, 6.0. 6.1, recognition of OJUSD Stanislaus County Music Educators Association, junior high and high school honor band participants. Mr. Allen for the junior high band. And it'll be Mr. Moore for the high school. Mr. Allen, you want to go first?
Sure. Hey, we're really excited to represent these students and their accomplishment of being part of the county band. And so, students, what we want to do is we actually want to recognize you. So when we call your name, stand so we can get to know you and see you. And then there are some certificates for you that we want you to come up to the front. So what I'll do is announce what student it is and what instrument they play. So we have Liam Allen, and Liam is a 13th chair flute. And then we have Elliot Byron, and Elliot is a first chair bass clarinet. There he is. Go head on up. Head on up, Elliot. Then we have Sean McGinnis, which is a second chair euphonium. Did I say it right, Sean? Yeah. Whew. All right. Head on up. Oh, and there's Liam. Good, Liam. And then Aiden Tempra, and Aiden is a third chair tenor saxophone. So head on up there. Congratulations. These are our junior high recipients of the honor band.
Awesome, great job.
I don't take pictures.
Yep. As long as mom and dad get a photo. We need that. Got to post it on the gram, you know?
Great job, guys. Thank you.
Cool.
Appreciate it. You guys can sit.
So at the high school, we had 7 students audition, and all 7 made it. All the following individuals received a top 3 chair placement. They also received a local scholarship for music camp, as well as Brenna Franklin received a $1,000 scholarship to a music camp. So the following individuals were selected for the Stanislaus County Music Educators Association Honor Band. First, we have senior Tanner Humphrey, first chair tenor sax. Next, we have sophomore Bella Paniagua. Is Bella here? Yes. She is second chair flute. Next, I don't see him, but senior Christopher Leone. Chris here tonight? Chris was also on the honor band last year, so he's a repeater. We have freshman Brenda Franca, third chair trombone. Junior Christian Corneo Placencia, second chair tuba. Junior Caleb Kirshner, third chair baritone sax. And Junior Iska Rangel, third chair French horn. So Mr. McGinnis is back there. He's our instructor of these students. Anything to add, Mr. McGinnis?
It was them, had very little to do with me, and had much to do with Mrs. Jones and Mr. Cruz as well, so.
Thank you.
They get the credit.
So yeah, and for those of you who don't know, Brenna, Christian, and Iska are also on our academic decathlon team. So between practicing for honor band and practicing for academic, I don't know when they sleep, but apparently they managed to pull it off. So another round of applause for our honor band members.
Did you get a picture? We got a picture. Thank you very much. Well done, guys. Excellent. It was a great performance.
All right, moving on for 7.0, organization reports. The representative for the Oakdale Teachers Association, no report out for that. And 7.2, representative for CSEA Chapter 830, no report out for that. But for 7.3, report by Student Board Representative Landon Arnold.
Okay. Since our last meeting, we've had a very successful rally and homecoming thanks to the school and thanks to our leadership class and all the students. And we've had many senior nights this past couple of weeks for sports, and today was actually the first day of official practice for many of our spring sports such as track and swim. And upcoming, we have our Stomp Out Tobacco Week, we have the staff chili cook-off, and we also have Mustangs Be Nice Week, which is where the leadership class will be trying to spread kindness and make a difference on our campus. Thank you.
Perfect. 8.0, public comments. Public comments will be allowed. The board president will recognize any member of the audience wishing to speak on items not on the agenda, but directly related to school business. The president may allot time to those wishing to speak, but no action will be taken on matters presented. Education Code Section 3515.5. Individual speakers may be allowed 3 minutes to address the board on each item. The board may limit the total time for public input on each item to 20 minutes. With board consent, the president may increase or decrease the time allotted for public presentation, depending on the topic and the number of persons wishing to be heard. If appropriate, the president or any member of the board may direct that matter to be referred to the superintendent's office for placement on a future agenda. Do we have anybody for public comment?
We have 4. The first one is Dave Kindred.
Board President Skemper, Superintendent Mendonça, fellow board members, thank you for the opportunity to speak to you this evening. I'm David Kindred, the proud principal of Sierra View Elementary School. I stand before you to announce that I will be stepping away from my role as an administrator at the conclusion of this school year. This is a decision that I made for myself based on personal medical reasons. I've worn many hats for the Oakdale Joint Unified School District. My career began here in 1989 as a custodian, and that also included being a maintenance worker and district painter. From there, I went on to teach kindergarten for a number of years, as well as 1st through 3rd grades. When Sierra View was built, I made the transition from Cloverland to become a 1st grade teacher. Working under the leadership of Terry Taylor, I went on to become the first vice principal of Sierra View and subsequently moved on to a principal position at Fair Oaks. Returning to Sierra View as principal was an honor, and an honor I've held in deep regard for the past 14 years. As I move toward the golden years of my career in Oakdale, which has spanned more than 36 years, or if you include that as a student, I was a kindergarten Cloverland Cougar in the mid-1970s, more than 50 years I've been associated with this district. I am excited for the next chapter of my career. That chapter will be moving on to a teaching role. Yes, it is my desire to put my teaching hat back on. And I will wear that hat with the same honor that I have held with every position in Oakdale. From cleaning toilets to being on one of the original crafters of IS4, the role we all play, regardless of the hat that we wear, is vital to the success of our future, the students. Superintendent Mendonça sent me an email, and I wanted to share a piece of what he said. He said, quote, "We greatly appreciate the leadership you've provided over the years. Your legacy will be one that was student-centered, collaborative, and competitive." And those words mean a lot to me. I want to be remembered as a professional that cared for children and their success. I love teaching and will carry that back into the classroom with me. I want to thank my incredible wife, Brenda, and my amazing daughter, Hope, for their support through this process. I am who I am because of their endless love and support. Additionally, I'd like to thank Board Member Taylor for her early cultivation of my administrative career. I am forever thankful. Additionally, I'd like to thank the administrative team across the district and specifically my elementary team. It has been an honor and pleasure to work with all of you. My Sierra View family has been incredibly supportive through this process as well, and I have truly been blessed to work with such an outstanding group of professionals. Lastly, I would like to thank Superintendent Mendonça for his leadership and guidance that he has provided to me throughout my administrative career. I know my announcement came as a shock to him, but I am grateful for his continued support as I put on a different hat. And with that, I shall conclude, because those of you that know me know that in front of a microphone I can go on and on and on, but I will be respectful of the 3-minute limit. Thank you very much.
Okay, Caitlin Drader. I'm sorry? Uh-huh. Okay. Okay.
Hello, I'm Caitlin Drader. I'm a parent of triplet daughters that go to Cloverland Elementary School. I'm active in the school. I volunteer all the time, and it's the first time I've come to one of these, so I don't really nervous. But we received a threat to the school this morning. It's more like this afternoon, which I think is where I'm frustrated. Is it came to our attention as parents at 8:30. When OPD was notified at 8:41 last night. I, as a parent, should be able to make a decision for my children, which I think is best for me. If I want to, non-credible or not, I looked up the non-credible thing on the OJUSD website. The last update was from 9/13/2024. A threat made out of Modesto. Nothing about the Cloverland, nothing about the one in December. This is twice in 3 months. I got 3 first graders at that school. That's all I've got, right? And so when you tell me at 8:30, after I've already dropped the loves of my life off, what am I supposed to do? And then I'm going to pick them up and be like, sorry, kids, somebody threatened to shoot up your school today. Can't go to recess. It's frustrating and it's heartbreaking because then I don't check a personal email. I work all day, right? You know, as most of us do. So I didn't get a phone call until 1:15 this afternoon. The first one, I agree. I feel like Cloverland handled it the best the way they could, right? We got notified at 7:45 in the morning. There was an email, there was a call, there was text, there was all kinds of stuff, right? Usually I get blown up for less on my phone. texts, calls, emails for a weekend, a 3-day weekend. I want to know if I should be upset with the police department or if I should be upset with the school. But I trust this district with my babies, as everybody in here probably does or has at one point. I think I'm asking for like an update or a reason why it took till almost an hour, just a little over an hour before my kids got out of school for me to get notified. Non-credible or not, let me make that decision, please. Anyway, thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, and we take that trust with the utmost respect. Mr. Mendoza, would you follow up with the administration?
Yes.
And address that concern?
Yes, definitely.
Okay.
Okay, Brandon Jones.
And all, I'm gonna add a little bit to her. These threats cannot be credible or non-credible. They all gotta be credible. Every school shooting out there has happened has been known about months and years in advance. They deemed it uncredible, and look what happens. I've got 2 boys, one in 3rd grade and one in 1st. They've already had a messed up couple of years because of mine and my wife's divorce. They don't need to be fearful to go to the school. When you get the threats, we should know that night. It should go to the police department, the school board, then a notice out to everybody. Because most of the parents are home at night with their kids. Not during the day, not in the morning. A lot of them drop them off in the morning and leave. It needs to be changed to where we know the night before or when that threat is happening. Out of all of us, I know we all love our kids, and we respect the school board and the schools. But if this keeps on going, what do you want us to do? Because the prime time, if any of these threats go to plan, the prime time is right there in the morning, when everybody's sitting out in front of the school to get into the gates at 7:45. I don't leave my kids until about 7:41, 7:42. That way I know they get into that gate. You'll see me sitting in front of that school of Cloverland. What I'm asking for is a better plan and a better explanation on how we're going to get this where as soon as the threat is made. Because it was the first one was known the day before. I didn't get a call until 7:45. Luckily, I was working from home at that time. This one, I get an email at 8:28, and I pulled my kids out of school. Went down with another friend of mine. We pulled all 3 of our kids out of school. And if the kids are missing out of school because of a threat, I don't think it should count against them. Because their lives are better safe than sorry. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, Michael Nessel.
No, sorry, that's a.
It is
we have
closed.
a overflow room and it's being telecast in there. Do we need to lower it down?
Yeah.
I can ask him to turn, I got it, Tracy, you got it? Yeah.
That's a little delayed.
Michael Nessel.
Mine's not as serious as theirs. I know in the next month or 2, you guys are it's just gonna show up on the agenda to approve next year's school calendar. I was wondering if there could be opportunity for community people to be involved in the planning of next year, because I feel like this year, the school started at the same time and we're ending at the same time, but then we had a whole week, right now in this month, that we had off. They call it ski week. We don't get that this year, but then we have the same calendar, but so it just is not adding up. It's like, maybe those days are just lost, 1, 2 here or there, but it's just kind of frustrating if last year you had this week and then this year, maybe things were planned because of that week. And I realize the calendar came out early on, but if there could be opportunity for people to be involved in the planning of, or at least not have it just show up on the agenda, like, hey, let's approve the calendar, and like, maybe the calendar can come out for people to make comment on prior to it getting approved, would be what I'm requesting. I'm disappointed the ski week got canceled too.
We all are.
Thank you.
Thank you. But we'll look into that.
That's it.
That's it? Okay. So if there's nothing else, we'll move on to 9.0, consent calendar. 9.1, removal of items from consent calendar. Information concerning consent items has been forwarded to each board member prior to this meeting for study. Unless some board member or member of the audience has a question about a particular item or items and asks that it be withdrawn from the consent list, the items will be approved at one time by the Board of Trustees. The action taken in approving consent items is set forth in the explanation of the individual item. So 9.2, adoption of consent calendar. Does anybody have an item that they want removed?
If I could, President Skipper, could we remove 9.6.5 for a clarification point on that item?
9.6.5, noted. Do you have anything?
Sorry,
Okay.
I'm switching chairs.
Oh, you're good.
I don't know, it's much shorter, and I felt like I was just barely peeking over, sorry.
And I'm going to remove 9.4.3. But with those two items being removed, a vote for adoption of consent calendar, I need a motion.
Motion?
Second?
Second, all those in favor? Aye. So going to, well, I'll start off because we'll keep it in order. 9.4.3, to approve the OHS academic decathlon team to attend state academic decathlon in Santa Clara, March 20 to 23, 2025, as presented. While I will vote to approve that, I do just want to make a note to those students. One, we are extremely proud of them. It has been multiple years in a row that they come in and literally just kick butt. They continue to collect first place and move on. This year I didn't get to go, but in the past I have gone and I can answer like 1 or 2 of the 12 questions they're asked in the final. And I'm like, I have no idea how these kids even know this stuff. So they study very, very hard. They are extremely diligent, along with then also winning awards in band and other things. So these kids are very incredible. And as a member of the board, we just want to say we wish you guys all the best of luck in Santa Clara. So 9.6.5. Oh, requires a motion, sorry.
Motion?
Second? All those in favor?
Aye.
Consent item 9.6.5.
Thank you, President Skipper. Pull this for an amendment for clarification so that the item, excuse me, reads, to accept the certificated management resignation. Clarify that it is a resignation as, for David Kindred as principal, but not a resignation from the district. So I'd like to amend that item to read certificated management resignation.
Understood. I need a motion.
So moved.
Second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye. Thank you.
9.3, board and administration. Oh, no, we're already skipped off this. Yay. Going forward. All right, 11.0, reports. 11.1, the LCAP midyear report. Gillian Wegner.
Thank you. The 24-25 LCAPs for OJUSD and for Oakdale Charter were approved by OJUSD's Board of Trustees in June 2024. The local control and accountability plans consist of specific goals that the district and Oakdale Charter have continued to work hard to meet. The state now requires a mid-year LCAP report be shared with the Board of Trustees annually. The mid-year report, it is mid-year, and so we're only partway through the implementation of these goals. For the district-wide Goal 1, OJUSD will provide a K-12 continuum of academic excellence producing graduates who are college and career ready. Data shows that SBAC scores from 2004 increased from 23, with ELA scores increasing by 3.77% and math scores increasing just slightly. 51.5% of English learners are making progress toward English language proficiency, a slight decrease from last year, but that decrease is not alarming as that measure tends to go up and down. And the rate of redesignated EL students meeting or exceeding standards grew to 52.23. For Goal 2, OJUSD will provide strategic and accelerated intervention for identified at-risk students. Our graduation rates increased across high schools to 95.1%, and Oakdale High maintained the highest ranking of blue. Our percentage of suspensions and expulsions are both down slightly from 2023, and our chronic absenteeism rates have decreased significantly. Goal 3 is that OJUSD will maintain a stakeholder community and facilities that support a well-equipped, safe, and secure learning environment for all students. In this goal, we continue to make progress. All sites have been rated good or exemplary in their construction earlier this year, and the local school climate survey has been administered. Goal 4, new this year, is that Oakdale Joint Unified School District will utilize the equity multiplier funds granted by the state of California to increase the academic success of students at East Stanislaus Continuation High School. East Stan was the only school to qualify for the equity multiplier funds in our district. Midpoint through the 24-25 school year, we're already seeing more success for students at East Stan because with these funds, we were able to hire an additional English teacher, so more students are able to have in-person electives, and because of smaller English class sizes, ELA SBAC scores rose by over 6%. Oakdale Charter's their first goal is similar to the district's. OJUSD will provide a K-12 continuum of academic excellence, producing graduates who are college and career ready. They did not meet the metrics for SBAC in 23-24. This is in part because they have a more fluid student body than the rest of the district with a smaller number of students. So any variation there is more significant. As noted on the cover sheet, they do have 25 students enrolled in music classes this year, which is great, as electives are hard to establish for students who are in school mostly remotely. Goal 2 for Charter is that they will provide a strategic and accelerated intervention for at-risk students. Math continues to be an area in which students struggle and is another indicator of the variability of this student group, with 2022 showing poor math results, 23 showing strong improvement, and 24 once again showing rather poor results. In good news, Charter does not have the discipline issues that other sites experience, and they have a 100% graduation rate. Goal 3 is that Charter will maintain an educational partner community, instructional technology, and facilities that support a well-equipped, safe, and secure learning environment for all. 100% of Charter's technology needs are reported as met, and the school is reported to be in good condition. We can look forward to a complete LCAP review for 2024-2025 at the May board meeting, and we'll have all the metrics and statistics that typically are part of the LCAP then. We don't have a lot of them at this point because we are gathering data. Any questions?
Perfect, thank you.
Thank you.
12.0, action items. Roll call vote required for 12.1 resolution. Approval of resolution 24-2509, Art and Education Month.
The California Department of Education has designated March as Arts Education Month. This Oakdale Joint Unified School District Arts Education Resolution both recognizes the importance of celebrating the arts and commends our community and staff in their continued support of the arts provided to our students. Our strong programs throughout the district were evident here tonight. They provide powerful evidence of our commitment to the arts. Our district provides a pipeline into the high school's visual and performing arts department, including elementary music for grades 1 through 6, elementary band for grades 5 through 6, and teacher-led art projects that line our school hallways and decorate our classrooms. Oakdale Junior High provides art opportunities, including art, band, this year guitar at both the junior high and the high school, and choir electives, and our high school's electives in visual and performing arts provide powerful and essential opportunities for Oakdale High School students. And this year, they've been able to add a number of stagecraft classes to complement their theater work. There's no fiscal impact for this resolution, so it's recommended that OJUSD Board of Trustees approve Resolution 242509. Would you like to waive the reading of the resolution?
Yes. Believe so. So roll call vote is required. Student Board Member Landon Arnold.
Need a motion.
Oh, sorry. Can I,
I move to approve Resolution 242509.
in a second? Second. So roll call vote. Sorry, I jumped the gun on that one. Student Board Member Landon Arnold.
Aye.
Diane Gilbert.
Aye.
Bill Duval.
Aye.
Tina Schatzwell. And myself is an aye.
Thank you.
Item 12.2, adoption of the 2025-2026 board meeting calendar.
Yes, thank you, President Skimper. Each year, the Board of Trustees must adopt a calendar of regularly scheduled board meetings for public information. Board meetings normally are scheduled on the second Monday of each month, except for November of 2025 and February of 2026, when those meetings will be held during the first Monday of the month, and April of 2026, when the meeting will be held on the third Monday of the month. The board is presented with a proposed board meeting dates for the 25-26 school year. It's recommended that the Board of Trustees adopt the board meeting calendar as presented.
Anybody have any questions? I need a motion.
I'll motion.
Second? Second. All those in favor? Aye. Item 12.3, assignment of commencement appearances.
And already, we are looking forward towards graduation, and as board members typically do, they divide their appearances and participation at various commencement programs. This year, the dates and times and locations have tentatively scheduled as follows. Oakdale Charter School will hold their graduation on Wednesday, May 21st at 5 p.m. The alternative education sites, East Valley and Valley Oak High School, will hold their graduation Wednesday, the same evening, Wednesday, May 21st, starting at 7 p.m. Oakdale Junior High School's promotion ceremony, is on Thursday, May 22nd at 7 p.m. And Oakdale High School's graduation ceremony is scheduled for Friday, May 23rd at 7 p.m. I request at this time individual board members designate those commencement exercises which they will be able to attend.
All right. You want to start, Tina?
Yes, and this will be the first year in 13 years, I'm going on 14 this May, that we will be gone that week. I've never missed a graduation week, ever. I love that part of it. But anyway, we will be gone. We'll be out of town, so I will not be, like I said, for the first time in 13 years.
Because the calendar's on this.
I'll use that. I'll use that. And if something changes with that, then we can always add later. I can always show up.
There you go. For myself, I will be attending all four, along with the fact that my daughter will be graduating. So very excited to be a part of that. Bill?
I'll be present at all four.
Perfect. Diane?
I'll do charter in junior high and high school.
All right. Well, Landon, I know you'll be at one of them, for sure.
And I'll be at the junior high for my sister.
Okay, excellent. You captured all those? Good? Okay. 12.3, we already did that. 12.4, CSBA Delegate Assembly Election.
Okay. Presenting to the board tonight is the ballot material for the election of CSBA Delegate Assembly for our region. The board may vote for up to 2 seats to serve a 2-year term on CSBA's Delegate Assembly. There just so happen to be 2 candidates on the ballot, Mary Jackson from Turlock Unified School District and Ray Prock from Denair Unified School District. Therefore, I present these candidates for the CSBA Delegate Assembly. The board may entertain a recommendation and a vote at this time.
All right, we each get our own individual vote, or the board votes?
Board votes. The board has to select who they want to vote for.
Okay. Well, there's 2 seats and 2 people, so does anybody have any objections?
No.
Okay.
Seems pretty straightforward to me.
Yes, it does.
Move to
Excellent. So let's make
nominate those and elect those.
a motion to nominate the 2 individuals presented. Do I have a motion?
I'll motion.
Second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Thank you for those 2 individuals for stepping up. Information, you want to take this one?
Yes, we'll do. Okay, we have a number of items going on through February and March. 13.1, we will be having a minimum day on February 13th. That's K through 12, so all students will have a minimum day on that day. 13.2, we have a holiday, President's Holiday, so schools will be closed on Monday, February 17th. Likewise, for Lincoln's Birthday Observed Holiday, schools will be closed on Monday, February 24th. 13.4, we will be conducting our kindergarten and transitional kindergarten registration. There will be an online registration during the month of March, so keep your eyes out for that. 13.5, we have our spring choir concert for Oakdale High School and junior high choirs. That will take place at the theater, OHS Theater, on March 5th, 6 o'clock and 7:30 in the evening. We have 13.6, we have our Regional Science Olympiad for grades 6 through 12 at Modesto Junior College on May 8th. 13.7, Stanislaus County Occupational Olympics and Career Expo will be taking place at the Stanislaus County Fairgrounds the morning of March 13th. Bandorama for Oakdale Junior High and Oakdale High School bands will occur on March 13th at 6:30 p.m. in the Magnolia Auditorium. And finally, Magnolia Career Day will be held March 14th from 7:50 a.m. to 10:30 p.m. at Magnolia Elementary School.
Excellent. 14.0, items for next agenda. 14.1, approval of the 2024-2025 second interim report. 14.2, report on home to school transportation plan. 15.0, items for future agenda. And again, we are going to convene back into closed session to deliberate, and then afterwards we will reconvene and report out. So.
Okay,
not
items for future agenda. I would be interested to know what the protocol is, if there's credible threat to student safety, and I'd like a full report on that for our next meeting. And specifically, in addition to the concerns expressed here tonight, I want to know if that protocol is district-wide or if the sites have different protocols, because it seems to me that if you're going to have one standard, it should be the same for all. Okay?
Agreed.
That's it.
If nothing further, then we will convene into closed session.